Welcome to the Tom and Rick Show for Wednesday, July the 15th. Tonight's guests are Susie McNeil and Andrew McTaggart, collectively known as Druzy, Mike Douglas, and Trevor LaRose. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Tom and Rick.
We are very happy today to have the president?
Exec director.
The executive director of the Mississauga Arts Council. This is Michael Douglas. Welcome, Michael.
Hi, Tom, Rick. How are you doing?
Please tell us what the Mississauga Arts Council does and what you do with them.
Okay, well, we sort of consolidate what we do into three key words: create, connect, celebrate. So we look at creating micro opportunities, macro opportunities, revenue channels. We look at connecting artists to each other and to audiences. And we look at recognizing and encouraging achievements. So we celebrate those.
Right, and for artists right now who maybe haven't heard of the Mississauga Arts Council or don't know how that connects, how do they find out what might apply to them?
Well, I think our website's a pretty good resource. And, you know, just to follow us on social media, you'll get a lot of information about what we're up to on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. So we're very active on those channels. We've got about 22,000 subscriptions, so we're trying to move the ball and, you know, keep things going. We're in this, especially in this kind of climate that we're in.
Well, I really appreciate it that you guys, I follow you guys on social media, obviously, and I appreciate it when you guys, you know, SOCAN has a new program that you can get paid for this or that. You guys are sort of on top of all of those things. Now, what is new? You know, we're in a new reality right now, the COVID reality. How has that changed your mandate over the past 3 or 4 months?
Well, it's like a lot of people, we've had to just, how do we go online? How do we get online faster? How do we enable it? And then also, what can we do to accelerate the recovery process where we can get to live events? Because I'm very dubious about transactions associated with online. There is so much quality material for free. I don't know how people are going to get paid online. So we're going to try it. You know, we're going to push it and try it and see what we can do. But in the meantime, for example, Tom, something I've invited you to is our attempt to try and push the city's consideration of how to bring back live music events in Mississauga. So we have a roundtable discussion next week on this, where we're going to have a plan presented by a former guest of yours, Mike Bacon. He's going to talk about, you know, the mathematics involved in putting together a live show. We're talking to a hotel about, well, how do we do a live arts show, a fine arts show for painters? They've suffered, obviously. They can't have exhibits. People can't go to art galleries. So the consequences for the arts are phenomenal. And the nature of the arts, bringing people together, celebrating together, and so on, golly, it's just exactly what the arts do, and that is the least favorable thing to have happen in this quarantine of ours.
Right. So for guys like Rick and I, who generally make our income playing live, it's very comforting to know there's someone sort of going to bat and saying, let's get this happening.
Someone has something, they're discussing some kind of system to do something. I love it when Mike Bacon's involved as well. Because he put on a few things. And
he knows how to do that.
So fortunately, we're well connected to political forces. And so that's a nice combination with somebody who's related to, you know, how to put together a concert, you know, the production details, technology of it. So we're hopeful that we'll be able to just make things happen faster. And in the meantime, we've got some grants of our own, and we're writing for grants, and we've got, Tom, if we can just talk about digital for a second. How to get musicians online effectively so that they can, you know, promote their own material, you know, build some resources around themselves, whether it's music videos, whether it's recording, whatever it is that gives them more heft when the good days come. We've got programs that are designed to teach musicians how to take advantage of digital marketing. So, for example, we're going to be running a whole series of tutorials and workshops, but just in 2 weeks from now, there's, I think, a really significant opportunity. It's July 30th, 1 o'clock to 2:30. And Laura Dunkley from the Mississauga Business Enterprise Center, MBEC, is running a digital marketing for musicians 90-minute tutorial. And that will be so useful because even when you know quite a bit about it, you always pick stuff up from somebody else's voice.
Sure.
And from other people who are there who've tried some other angle on it than you have.
And this is open, anyone in the public can log into this or get access to it?
It's free. And it's one of the advantages of MAC is that we are in contact with them and pushing, basically, we need this for musicians in particular, in this case. So it helps them rationalize putting resources to it.
There's a lot of musicians out there. We know some.
Yep.
You know, we know. They don't know how. They've never done that. They just show up to their gig and do their gig, and now they're forced into this situation. It's good information to, how do I get it on there? Who do I get it to, and how do I get it to more people? So that's great to have.
Yeah, and is that the person you were mentioning should be on the show?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get that person on the show, another outlet.
Another something.
And we really appreciate what you're doing. Once again, what is the website?
Well, the MississaugaArtsCouncil.com is our website.
Okay.
MBEC is something that I think your
is
viewers should be looking at.
In the website that you're talking about?
No,
Or is that a separate
that's
project?
the city. So that's the Mississauga Business Enterprise Center.
Okay.
And they have educational programs called Starter Company Plus. So those are also free, and they teach people how, if you're going to go online, it has to be a business reason.
Sure.
So here are the business options for going online. So that's one level of education.
Perfect.
And then there's opportunities with Google Digital Main Street. So if you've understood the business rationale for going online, and then you go to the Google Digital Main Street opportunity, well, they'll help you build a new contemporary website. And then Mississauga Made exists with the city of Mississauga as really a yellow pages, if you forgive the term, for online. So it's a listing service, Mississauga Made, that will use the websites you can create out of Digital Main Street that are informed by the business education you got from the Business Enterprise Center and their Starter Company Plus program.
Right.
So these are all in existence now. And then MAC is coming in with a whole series of digital workshops that are going to be designed by what people like you tell us they need. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to be launching a make your own music video project that could involve as many as 15 professional musicians or groups getting free software, editing software, and being incented with prize money to come up with music videos by October that we'll put into a music festival, and then the People's Choice Award winner will get a cash prize from that and a online campaign.
Well, that sounds great, because if you're giving people the software, they have the tools now to make their own content. Mm-hmm. Because I get messages all the time, hey, I'd love to do your next music video, it's $5,000. And I don't think this person understands the music business anymore, because I just got 200,000 plays on Spotify of some song, and it paid me $22. So I can't get to that $5,000 budget, which is a fair budget for a great music video.
For a professional,
However, it just doesn't make sense. So if through a program like yours, I can get the software, teach myself how to do it, now I've got a tool that I can use forever. So once again, there's kind of a lot of different sort of spokes in that wheel. They can get it all through going the Mississauga Arts Council website, or do they have to go to those 3 different ones?
Well, I think it's in their interest to go to the MBEC site and just look into Starter Company Plus. That's in their interest. And they are then going to feed into the Google Digital Main Street, which will then be connected to the Mississauga Made. And we're going to sail in with tutorials and workshops all about digital marketing, video production, and social media distribution.
Right.
So please get ambitious, get determined. I want this, and let us know. And if you come out of this going, oh, what did he say, or whatever, I'm easy to find. So it's just my name, Mike.Douglas at MississaugaArtsCouncil.com. Right. I'm happy to hear from anybody. Don't have to be a member of MAC to get to me. Mm-hmm. And so please do, and let's go. Because there's no easy answer here, unfortunately. There's no magic button. You're going to have to do a lot of hard work yourself.
Right.
And we want to help you, and so do a lot of people. There's a lot more resources coming on stream, financial resources, than ever before. We've never seen so many grant opportunities come at us.
Excellent.
So if we're like a blind squirrel, we're bound to get at least 1 or 2 significant grants and be able to put them to work for musicians in particular and our other artist colleagues that we're working with. I mean, we're sponsoring a Theatre in the Park grant as well, and we work with writers for a tour of long-term care facilities. So we're touching a number of different arts, but we're talking music here today.
Right.
Awesome.
And music's a big deal.
I really appreciate that you're doing all this and
Yes.
everything the Mississauga Arts Council is doing. We will follow up with your social media person, and then maybe, Rick, it might be fun to talk to an emerging artist like Trevor or like someone like that and say, let's go through all these opportunities. Let's show everyone how you do it, the ABCs of going through the various websites, so that can work as a model, and other people can see how that goes, and we can have someone on the show who went through the system.
It's great to know that
It's another
somebody's
great idea.
out there helping us. You know, somebody's out there doing something. So don't despair, everyone. They're out there.
Yeah.
Go to this website.
We more than ever need to be artists, and we need to be entrepreneurs. That is the way of the world
And
right
we
now.
need to help each other.
And we need to help each other, which
Yeah.
is what we're trying to do
That's
right
right.
now. Mike, thanks so much for coming on the show. We appreciate everything you've done, and
I appreciate you
Mississauga
and
Arts
what you're
Council.
doing. This is terrific, guys.
thank
Right
you.
on, man.
We will be right back.